The priorities of the Gehlot government in Rajasthan are clear. Day before yesterday, the Chief Minister shed tears, rained compensation in sarkari jobs on the families of Junaid and Nasir. They are the two suspected cow smugglers who were allegedly killed by Gau Rakshaks. While there's nothing wrong in compensating anyone, especially under these circumstances, the question is, why is this empathy selective? While Chief Minister Gehlot lent his shoulder to the families of Nasir and Junaid, at 3 a.m. his police detained the widows of Pulwama Martyrs. They had been on a dharna outside Sachin Pilot's residence for the last 12 days. Sachin Pilot, of course, a big face in the Rajasthan government, the Congress government there, demanding an audience with the Chief Minister. Not only did the Chief Minister have no time for them, they were forcibly removed from the site. Times Now has met the families of the Pulwama braves. They are inconsolable. The mother of martyr, Rohitash Lamba, she broke down and cried. But the Chief Minister can't see her tears. In fact, these individuals who have been detained have disappeared. We don't even know where they are. Viewers, they've been robbed of their dignity. And I want to quickly open this up, and I want to quickly go across and ask some very basic questions tonight. And my first question is to Meghna Girish, mother of martyr Major Akshay Girish. Now, Ms. Girish, thank you for speaking to us. What do you make of this entire case, this episode, the Pulwama Martyrs, widows, and the way they're being treated?
You know, I mean, I've responded to some of this earlier as well, and what I'm seeing over here is extremely sad. Basically, what I feel is that a soldier never lets down his nation, but a nation seems to somehow let down the families of those soldiers who gave their all defending the country, you know, fighting for the country. So whatever is happening, everybody says we stand with the next of kin, we stand with the families of the martyrs. They've made a supreme sacrifice. We are there, you know, we will take care. But when it actually comes to doing what they need to, they're pretty good at forgetting what promises were made, and they're also very good at, you know, finding some loopholes or the other to deny the family the kind of support that they had promised.
But what do you put this down to? This lack of empathy, sympathy, etc.
You saw what was happening, you know. I mean, the widow, the Veer Naris, they went with a memorandum to the governor, and then they wanted to meet the chief minister. They had certain grievances. It is 4 years since Pulwama. And if there are unfulfilled promises and they have grievances, why were they treated the way they were? Why should the police be pushing them and, you know, mishandling them? They haven't come begging for something that was not promised to them. What kind of treatment is this? The CM's office, you know, the least that they need to do is they need to hear them out. Can't they seat them? They have no space in their office to listen to the Veer Naris. Is this the way any citizen should be, first of all, treated, and that too the wives of our martyrs?
Yeah.
It's a total lack of insensitivity. And then you hear them going seesawing back and forth, almost trying to put the blame back on the family itself, as if it is their fault. You know, I mean, I don't know what to say, but governments are always trying to say that they're doing everything perfectly, and the fault is always of the citizen who is actually the sufferer.
Well, let me bring in, thank you, Ms. Girish, for speaking to us. Let me just bring in Mr. Madan, who is a pro-Congress advocate. Mr. Madan, now you're hearing a martyr's mother speak. This is grossly insensitive. I mean, and it's also selective. Why? Why are you doing this? These people have served our nation. Yes. They have sacrificed their everything. All they want is their dignity.
Yes, Rahul, I agree with you, and I will start from where you left. And, you mentioned a word called selective, and, I would like to highlight that word in the context of what is happening here. I will just like to remind you and your viewers that back in 2019, 2019, a private bill was introduced by the leader of opposition where a leader of opposition wanted to have a law on the subject where you should have a codified law that will govern how you will take care of the people, our soldiers who are
one
martyred.
second, don't throw this. One second. I'm only asking you a specific question. We can go into the law and all of that. I'm only asking you a simple question.
No,
you have such a problem with that particular person, take it up. Why are you detaining? Let me bring in General Bakshi. How does this square with you, General Bakshi?
Rahul, this is unfair, Rahul. This is absolutely unfair. I'm making a valid and
okay, but what
Rahul,
point are you making? That because they didn't do it, we are also... No, hang on. Is that your point, Mr. Madan? Because they didn't do it, so you see, we are also exempt from our responsibilities?
No, absolutely.
What is your point?
Absolutely not. I will never for a minute.
No, what is your point? Get to the point.
Women into jail.
My point is while the incumbent government
they are very bad. Sir, they are very bad. Does that make the Congress also want to ape them?
The fact I will never. I am not supporting.
So then come out and say, please stop detaining these people. Why can't you just take a position in the interest of humanity?
Rahul, you are not letting me speak. I would have said the same thing. I am not supporting any mistreatment to any of the widows of the martyr. I am not supporting that. But
Rahul,
I am
this
making
is
a
too
larger
much.
point here.
I mean, he'll just hog the whole discussion time.
I am making a larger point here.
Don't make a larger point, make a specific point. 1 minute, let me bring in General Bakshi. This is complete filibustering, viewers, by an attempt to buy up time. He knows that we're at the end of the show. So let me speak and time out everybody.
Sorry.
General Bakshi, very quickly.
I am sorry, Rahul.
Ridiculous. You're detaining people.
Rahul,
you're detaining
can
people
his feeder be
whose
put
children
down,
have
please?
sacrificed for this
Thank
nation.
you.
Have you no shame?
You won't want to talk substance.
General
I'm
Bakshi.
not for a minute defending what is happening there.
Then keep quiet. If you don't want to defend it, keep quiet, but don't make allowances. Yes, General Bakshi.
Rahul, in less than a month, this is the third incident of an outrage against the armed forces personnel and their families. We had the Tamil Nadu incident. The media went ballistic. Thereafter, very shortly, we had the incident in Bihar where one of the martyrs' father, Galwan Martyrs, recent memory, the father who was trying to install a statue of his son. Quite obviously, the state government won't do it. They only do it for netas, He was thrashed. He was put behind the bars.
There's a pattern
we
here.
made noises. Ineffectual noises.
Ineffectual. There is a pattern here.
Ineffectual noises. The netas don't care.
They don't care.
The Chief Minister of Rajasthan, high and mighty on his pedestal, he refuses to even meet.
Absolutely. There's no excuse for it. There is no excuse. I'm leaving it at this. We've run out of time, but not viewers of attention. We will come back to this story day in and day out till these Veer Naris get justice. I promise you this.